life of one of the most sensuous women Hollywood ever put on film, Rita Hayworth. World War II GIs pinned her to their lockers and carried her picture inside their helmets. She carried the dancing her father started teaching her at the age of 6 into many of her 61 movies. Fred Astaire called her his favorite partner and said she learned routines over lunch. A striptease in which she removed only one glove caused quite a scandal. Rita's third of 5 husbands was Ali Khan, a Playboy son of a Muslim leader. They had a daughter, Princess Yasmin Aga Khan, but by the mid-70s it was up to Yasmin to care for Rita. Rita Hayworth had Alzheimer's disease. Yasmin doesn't give many interviews, but she wants to talk about Alzheimer's. And yesterday she told me how she gave up a budding career as a classical singer to nurse her mother until her death last year.
Well, it was important to me that people learn about Alzheimer's disease and what it was. So it was natural for me to give up singing and to help my mother. And also it was a question of coping with the disease and the stress and to be able to help others.
In 1976, your mom got off a plane in London and the press wrote it up that she was drunk. Now looking back, what was going on there?
Well, she was very, very distressed and she was very ill. At the time, we didn't know what it was. And also at the time, she was drinking. And she was unhappy in herself. She wasn't unable to really express herself. And so her way of coping was to have a drink.
And that's not unusual, right? I mean, alcoholism is related to Alzheimer's in this sense.
Well, there are many Alzheimer's victims who can't cope and they will turn to the bottle. But alcoholism isn't the cause of Alzheimer's disease. It's merely a crutch and a way of coping.
Tell me what it was like for you and what you went through when you learned that your mother's condition was going to be deteriorating, no matter what, that really the doctors were powerless to help her.
Well, the association, the Alzheimer's Association, was right by me, and I turned to them. And it's a group of family members, and it has a wonderful support system. So I was able to lean on them. And also, I suppose I kept myself as busy as possible to deal with the pain, because it's very painful to see your mother disintegrate.
When did you first get involved with the association?
They contacted me and asked me to join them, which I did, and we then were a very small organization. And now we've grown into this large and
very successful. You got a lot of support from them, so you know, you're kind of giving back an awful lot too. A lot of people with famous names, you know, like yours or like your mother's, attach their names to an event or an organization. This is like an attention getter, but it's much more in your case. How much are you personally involved now in the organization?
I'm very involved. I'm involved with the galas and organizing the galas and writing letters, and I go to board meetings and make suggestions. And I'm a money raiser, fundraiser, and I'm involved with public awareness.
All right, the upcoming gala. Tell us about this big event.
This Sunday, May 16th, it will be a tribute to my mother, and we've raised today $1 million. So we hope by Monday we'll have raised maybe $1.2 million. Last year we raised $1.1 million, so I'm hoping for $1.2 million.
There are so many families across the country dealing with this, of course financially, but also emotionally. If you could give them one message today, what would that be?
The one message is that that you're not alone, that there are other people who are going through the same thing, the same fear, the same trauma, and that there is a group, an organization that can help.
All right, if you have a pen nearby, you might want to grab it. The group, again, that can help is the Alzheimer's Disease and Related Disorders Association. Their telephone number is 1-800-621-0379. Again, 1-800-621-0379. Its gala and fundraiser in memory of Rita Hayworth is Monday night here in New York City. Right now, it is 44 minutes after a preview of our upcoming sweep through Sweden, right after this.
If I were going to create the perfect place, I'd start with the north.